I'm going to tell you about this later. Here's the bed in my hotel room. At the head of the bed, there's a plug, and there's not much room. And there are some lights that are controlled. But there's also this thing. It controls a radio. The radio is pumped in through these speakers. Can you see where this is going? We'll talk later. I need coffee. Ciao. Okay. Good morning. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Shaking off the rust and the practice. Technical difficulties this morning. Oh, it's my French friend. Yeah. Again, in the morning. It's beautiful. C'est magnifique. Au revoir, Leon. I loved you. And now, you just have to find maybe a cafe on the way out of town. As I said, 1:30 in the morning, I wake up and I hear the song Jeremy by Pearl Jam. I don't think I have any Pearl Jam downloaded on my phone. It was very strange. And it was way too loud. So I take the buds out of my ears, but they're not there. There are no earbuds. And my glasses are off and it's dark. And I'm tired and blurry-eyed. And I don't know why, but I reached behind me and all of a sudden the music got louder as I touched the wall behind me because I was looking for the light switch. And so I figured, oh, okay, maybe that's where I touched to make it louder. Maybe I touch here to make it not so loud. And I fumbled and it got louder and louder. And finally I hit the correct thing. And I managed to hit the power button and turn it off. Looking back, I don't know exactly how loud it was, how long it lasted. I hope I wasn't a complete menace to the people around me, above me, below me, on the sides of me of the hotel. C'est la vie, I suppose. What a terrible, stupid design. What a bad thing to have radio controls, like, not even, and there was no spacer or anything. So potentially someone's head could be bumping into that. Or certainly the pillow. So, and then I don't know why I heard some other people in the hotel moving around this morning. I figured, why not? Why not just get up and make my way? I had a full rest day. It was fantastic. I am recharged. Aside from that little hiccup this morning, doing great. So now we're on the search for pan caliente y café. We'll chat then. Ciao. I was in most of these places yesterday, just organically wandering around the city. But it's pretty cool to do it in the early sunlight as well. Still looking for that café con leche. And, oh, maybe cortado, see? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I will choose. I will choose. Maybe one for the primer, one for the secondi, huh? We'll see. Ciao. Okay, I found a pan chocolate, café con leche, a little bit of agua, because I took a Nurofen this morning, or painkiller, whatever it is, and little green apple that I picked up at the store yesterday. So, is it Nurofen? Yeah, Nurofen. Feeling good, but I wanted to take it because I had a rest day, and I've been pounding these streets, right? I did all this walking yesterday without my bag just to see the city, and it was very cool, and I'm glad I did. I would be sad if I was walking through all of this just in a rush to get out in the morning or to get through at night. But I really enjoyed it. Leon was very cool. Burgos, very cool. Leon, very cool. I can't wait to see Astorga too. So that's coming up in a couple days. I don't know how far I'm going to walk today. There's opportunities to stay at like 20K. There's opportunities. I'm sorry, I only realized now that that was probably terribly annoying. Probably stop either 20K, 25K, who knows. But I'm excited to see what new friends I end up meeting throughout the day. Ciao. Remember this, huh? Remember that? And soon we're going to be crossing the bridge and we can look down and see the petanca fields. Do they call them fields? The petanca court? Yeah, whatever it is. The place where they play petanca, where I visited yesterday. Yep, all good. I don't mind walking it again. It's beautiful. Matt, buen camino. The Parador. Very nice hotel, it looks like. Probably pretty pricey. There's the petanca fields. And here we are on the old Roman bridge that I showed yesterday when we were walking around. So I crossed the bridge and we leave Leon. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, sunrise. Yeah. So it is, I didn't look at the time and my watch isn't on. How embarrassing. You'd think after all these days I'd finally know what to do. But I don't know, it's probably before 8, I'm guessing. And still working our way out of Leon, to be expected. It's a big city. Saw many of the things I saw yesterday, which was very cool. We're walking along, doing the thing. Stopped and had the cafe and a little piece of cake. I think I would love to find another cafe before I leave the city, because I don't know how long it is before there will be another opportunity to do so. Anyway, just checking in. The Nurofen did me all right. Legs feeling good. Getting used to the bag again. I got spoiled yesterday by not having one. So we'll see you later. Ciao. Hey, look everyone, it's Kiara. Hi.
This is my aunt.
Your aunt. What is your name? Juhe.
Okay,
Nice to meet you. Wow.
Where are you going from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Today?
Me too.
You stayed in Leon 2 days, huh?
Yeah, we also
So smart. It's beautiful, yeah?
very nice.
Where are you guys going? That way?
Maybe that way.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Oh, yeah, I see the arrow there.
Yeah.
Pointing there.
We are taking a rest and going to
Yeah.
that way.
Me too. I'm going to get another coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another
We'll see you guys
coffee.
later. Buen camino.
Buen camino.
Sunrise, sunrise, sunrise. And we have to go up this hill. Andiamo, buen camino. I can't help it. I see delicious stuff when I stop. This cake is tasty. Café con leche. We're walking today. Just started, maybe 9 o'clock. This is ciao.
The thing I like the most of the cities. Like you have architecture.
Hey, look who I found. It's Ellie. Yay! This is an important point on this Camino. You can see people coming from here, and some people go that way. This trail splits, and this way is a little bit shorter. No shade, no stops, but no road. That way, a little bit longer. Some stops next to the road the entire time. So, we go this way. Andiamo. If the choice was this or next to that road, this is way better. I mean, I know this is also a road, but that was like a nasty, dirty road with a lot of traffic. Not so bad. I don't mind it. Thanks for the tip, Mike. Happy late birthday. Bye. Through the distance, I can see something up there. I don't know if it's a house or village, but we're gonna find out. Ciao. Buen camino. I think we can say it is some sort of little town or village. I say zoom, enhance, enhance. Oh, enhance. Who is that? I don't know. Okay, zoom back out. Woo! Yeah, I know I've had 2 coffees, but do I want a third? Maybe a juice? Maybe nothing. Maybe I'd try to practice some austerity for a few days and dial way down. I know it's easy to say now after I've had 2 breakfasts, 2 coffees, but dial way down and drink mostly water, maybe wine with dinner, but certainly not drinks all day, every day. It's not good for the calories, it's not good for the checkbook. Country roads take me home. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just worry that maybe I'm being a little posh. I did just spend 2 nights in a hotel in Leon, so maybe I feel a little guilty about that. A couple nights in a public albergue, that'll straighten me right out, huh? All right, ciao, buen camino. There's a town in the distance, and that means it's time for lunch. It is 11:15. I'm already 10 miles in on the day. I think today's gonna be about a 15-ish mile day, maybe 16 at the most. No big deal. I'm feeling good. My legs feel good. The weather's fantastic. This is definitely like last bits of the meseta, yeah? Soak it in, Joe. Drink every last drop of this meseta now that your leg feels good, Joe. So, we're going to that town. Find a place to get maybe a Coke, okay? I've had a couple of coffees. I don't need coffee. Maybe a Coke. And I've got cheese and chorizo and chocolate. So I got cheese. Oh, I'm gonna have 4 C's then, huh? Cheese, chorizo, chocolate, and Coke. Very cool. Feeling good. So, yeah, that's it. Not a whole lot to say about today. Just met a couple of people from Phoenix. That was awesome. I enjoyed reconnecting with Ellie from Argentina, and we walked for a while and talked about what she's been up to over the last couple weeks. And yeah, it's very, very cool. The last handful of days on the Meseta, I've mostly been listening to classical music, and I don't know, maybe that just made me something. I mean, not the last few days. I was in Leon the last couple of days, but before that, and maybe that did something to make me think a little deeper or whatever. Today, back to house music, and it's really making me feel good. It's this morning has just absolutely flown by, and I'm thinking ahead to June 19th, where I'm going to play at a really awesome event. And if any of you guys are in the Denver area, come on out, hit me up. I'll get you all the information. I think I already posted a picture on one of the videos. Maybe I'll do it again, picture of the flyer. But it's a Temple nightclub. I think June 19, 20, and 21st, 3-day event. Some big names. We're going to be banging the box. It's going to be super cool. And so I've been listening to all of the recordings that I have made in the last 4 or 5 months, so I can start selecting. I think what I'm going after is a really vibey feel. Not too high energy. I just want to bounce. I want to thump a little bit. I want to get people shaking their shoulders, and smiling, and just, wiggle the ass a little bit. I don't know if I'm playing an early set or a late set. It'll probably be either early or late, and it'll definitely be second room. I'm totally cool with it. And I think I need to start trying to find somebody that has a similar setup as to the one that we're going to have at the spot, so I can make sure I'm familiar and comfortable with the small differences between whatever that gear is and the gear I use in my own home. So those are my thoughts this morning. Not a whole lot, just joyful. I feel completely restored and rejuvenated from the long walk, the meseta, the pain, the deep thoughts, the sad sackness, the stress and chaos of the blackout. All of that is off my shoulders. It's melted away. I'm feeling great, so buen camino. Okay, so there was an arrow. Sorry about the sun. There was an arrow that said bar on the road, and so I followed it, and I found a nice bar. Had a Coke, had my cheese, had my chorizo, had some chocolate. So I did get my 4 C's for lunch. It was very good. Para comer. So I thought it was funny though, because on the way to the bar, this very confused lady stopped me and said, this is not the Camino you're on. You're going to a bar. And she didn't know how to get back to the path. And so I pulled out my phone and I helped her. And I'm like, no, I want to go to the bar. I'm looking for a Coke. It was only a little bit off the beaten path, not very far. But for somebody who was maybe just following the arrows and not really thinking about it, maybe on autopilot, it seemed like a bit of a trap. But a nice enough place. And again, it was great to have a seat. They offered me a tapa with my Coca-Cola, but I didn't want it because I had my own stuff to eat. So now we're headed back and we're going to continue on the walk. It is 11. Oh, it's only 11:20. Didn't I say it was 11:30 last time? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. This is not where I came in, but we see the same thing, okay? So we see here, there's an arrow there for the Camino de Santiago, and we see an arrow on the pole. This is clearly the way of the path. But here, we see a yellow arrow that says bar, and another yellow arrow there. And back before the town, I went around, and this is the way back. Before, it was maybe, again, not so clear if you weren't paying attention. At the very least, they didn't send you somewhere and then not tell you how to get back. When my wife and I, Amber, when we were walking the Portuguese Camino, we kept hearing that there were mischievous youths that would paint yellow arrows to lure tourists, to lure peregrinos away from the way, for many reasons. Maybe to lure them away towards a cooler full of things to sell, or a little food truck, or maybe maybe to mug them or something like that, or just to get lost in the barrio. And in our experience, there were quite a few times that we just followed arrows, and it seemed like they didn't take us where we wanted to go. On the other hand, we were walking on the coastal route of the Portuguese Camino, and there is also little, how would I say this, capillaries that pop off and rejoin, and so there are many ways, and sometimes it was confusing to know which way you wanted to go, which way was the direct route, which way, etc., etc. So unless you were careful, it would be easy to get pointed in the wrong direction, maybe. Anyway, enough musings. I've got cheese and chorizo and cola and chocolate in my belly. I believe I am back on the path towards Santiago. Ooh, yes. I see an arrow on the road. All roads lead to Rome, and in this case, many of them in the other direction lead to Santiago. So, buen camino. I'm going to enjoy the sun. Ciao. Adios, señor, adios. So super cool. I'm walking into this little town. I see this old man in his sweater and his hat, and he's got his little walker, and he's very, very slow. I see this in the distance. He very slowly goes over to the side of the road where there's a couple benches nearby. And he's struggling, and he turns around and sits down. It's one of those walkers that has a seat on it. And from the road I say, hola señor, buenos dias. And he said, Italiano. He points at me, Italiano. And I said, no, yo soy estadounidense. I'm from the United States. I am United Statesian, I guess is kind of what it would translate to. And I walked across the street to where he was sitting, and he tells me he lives here in this town up ahead, and he's 92 years old. And a brief exchange of pleasantries, and I shook his hand and I told him it was nice to meet him, in Espanol, all of it in Espanol. It was very, very cool, and he shook my hand and he wished me a buen camino. And so I wonder if he likes to take this little stroll from Villar de Mazarif. Villar de Mazarif. I don't see an accent, but I wonder if he just does that. He wanders down and he sits where there's some shade and he waits for pilgrims to come by. It's very cool. Little park with some art. That is a proper what do we call that? A mosaic. Wow, I like this. This is gorgeous. I am gonna take a picture of this too. Very, very cool. Okay. Buen camino. I sat down on a bench to look at how far the next town was, and it's another 10K. It's only 12:15, but I don't think I want to walk another 2 or 2.5 hours. And there's an albergue named Albergue Tio Pepe, Uncle Pepe's albergue. I like the way that sounds. I'm gonna see if they've got availability. Let's check it out. Very happy to say I was able to find a bed here. This is Tio Pepe. Very, very happy.
En directo.
Huh? I'm just making a video for my friends.
Ah.
So, very happy. I'm gonna have, I don't know, we're gonna see. Look around, maybe I need to go get some pan later, so we'll check it out. Okay, au revoir. Finishing check-in, and look who walks in, my big brother Pete. I talked him into getting a room here as well. So we're gonna drink a couple of very small beers, and we're gonna enjoy our evening. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay, me and Pete are on the hunt for the grocery store to get shopping. Yeah, go shopping. We're gonna get some bread. I also want to take pictures of this shit when I get back. I'm gonna do it now, I guess. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna drink some beers tonight. We're gonna have some paella. Oh, the stork's nests are up there, yeah. Wow. Yeah, Pepe said that the next town is like about 10K away, and I don't feel like walking another 2 or 2.5 hours. So we're just gonna chill here. They got a bar. They're serving paella tonight. It's gonna be great. This is the stork's nests. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Albergue Tio Pepe. This room only has 2 bunks. I'm in a low, and Pete got a low also. We just got a little window and, I don't know, file cabinet for our shit. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, very simple room. There is another room with 4 beds. There's some private habitations. We got bathrooms with shower, No big deal, nothing fancy. Just a bunch of little rooms. So I guess even though there might be a bunch of beds, and there's not even a bunch, there's just a few, but they're split up among the rooms. So we'll see. I think that means that there's a better chance that you're not stuck in a room with a snorer. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't want to get my hopes up. But then, of course, here's our... oh, there's a little library. If you wanted to read, or maybe some private time or something like that. There's some Camino... Oh, there's a whole drawer full of Camino guides, it looks like. Board games. Cool. I don't know. Botas, a rack for our botas. And of course, you've seen this. This is a bar area. Ah, Pete's got our next round of drinks. We love that. And we're going to look outside. There's a beautiful patio out here. Whoa, okay. I might have to come and... I don't think I have laundry to do. All the laundry's done. This is cool. I like this, actually. So even if it starts raining, we're covered. And that's it. Nothing fancy, but Albergue Tio Pepe. Pepe. So, we're good. Showed it to you. It's beautiful. Ciao. Wow. Me and Pete went to the grocery store. We got all kinds of stuff, but we're also using kind of our day-old things. So, of course, I got some beer. We got some chips, Pringles. It is what it is. I've got the remnants of a chocolate bar. I bought a new one at the grocery store, so I want to get rid of this. Jamon iberico, queso, the rest of my chorizos. We got a beautiful pan. There's a tapa, and then Pete's eating this nasty canned stuff.
Mussels and octopus.
Mussels and octopus. Another beer over there, and he's got some cheese. We are living the dream. Look at this snack bar he's got over there too. And I got a bunch of shit in my bag.
I stole this shit from breakfast.
He said he had a pretty posh. He went into a posh place for breakfast. Got an all-you-can-eat buffet, and
lifted some.
Yeah, he lifted
That's
some
disgusting.
because he's a criminal, because he's an Aussie, right?
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Is it really that bad?
Fucking awful.
You don't buy canned fish in Spain. Don't do it.
Canned octopus.
Don't buy canned. I told him not to.
You've got to try.
Absolutely no. I will vomit. No. I can't. No, absolutely no. So we'll see you later. We're gonna get fat and happy and possibly tipsy. Probably tipsy. Au revoir. Buen camino. Hola. Hola, Pedro. Hola, Pedro. Oh, hola. Hola, señor.
You're in this bed?
Yeah. You wouldn't believe this crowd we got in
No,
here.
it's really, really ill. So we've gone to my bed, right? And then there's Anyway, on the top bunk.
It's kind of amazing.
I was
We're gonna
the
have a
first
good night.
fucking
Ciao.
cubicle.
Yes, I'm having a vermouth after dinner. The menu that I had included a salad. It's like a pasta salad. Not super great. Chicken and fries. Again, not super great, but it was what it was. And a nice flan for dinner. All that for like 12 euros. Not so bad. They're buttoning up everything. I'm sitting in the library. I'm gonna finish my delicious vermouth. My vermouth. And then I'm gonna shower, go to bed. We'll hit the road. I think tomorrow we go to Astorga. I don't know how long. Don't know how far really. But that's what everybody says, so I'm probably just gonna follow along. I'm actually very, very tipsy. Uncomfortably tipsy. I usually don't get this drunk, but today felt good. A lot of friends in the place, and we will see you tomorrow. Buen camino. Ciao.